All right, so we're in here. Welcome, guys. We're just getting set up. So I gotta change a few things here over on the other screen. Just give me a moment. All right, waiting on Hacking and Barter to come on in. A few other people to trickle in here. Don't see anybody on here just yet. He had wanted a couple others. CTHR. Anybody coming in? All right, you in here? I guess you're the only one. That's fine. You wanted to look at CTHR, right? Is this Hacking and Barter, right? Is that you, man? All right, so CTHR, this is kind of a bit on the run. A lot of people have been talking about this one because a lot of their diamonds are going to feature on some of these TikTok videos. This is a company called Charles and Colbard. They specialize in making diamonds. I'll pull up their CTHR. So that's their business model. That's what they do. Manufacturing markets produce most moissanite jewels and finished jewelries worldwide. So it's a special type of gemstone. I don't think it's like a regular diamond. You know, I'm not an expert at it, but offer stud earrings, solitaire, 3-stone rings, pendants, etc. So a lot of them have been featured on these TikTok videos and been kind of circulating their rounds on social media. So that's where a lot of their interest is coming from. So now with regard to the chart, you can see here it kind of really took off back in the end of January here, about 3 months ago. Obviously had this big old dip due to the COVID, like every other stock, but it didn't get that April or May recovery like everybody else started to, and it didn't get recovery till now. And I think that's when the video hit on TikTok. So we kind of hit, we were up here at 160, and the thing broke out above 160. Kind of following this trend line here, all the way up towards 280. Pulling back, a little choppy right now. Let's look at the long term on it and see where we're at. Excuse me. It's a big spike back in 2005. We had a couple splits here, it looks like, back then. So you know, it never traded up there, I don't think, but they had a couple splits. Not sure what that run up was, regardless of the price before or after the split. It did run up. Don't know, you have to go back and search the news or something at that particular time. So as far as next levels that we want to take a look at, excuse me. So this is the monthly chart. So we're coming right up here to this area where we previously tapped before. Let's look here. Now again, we're going back here, 8-9 years, this area right here. So you look, this is where we're at right now, right? Let me get rid of this blue line. So we're coming up here approaching the monthly 200, which is important. Now you can go on a daily chart, but I think if we break this 354, Now, we've kind of put in this doji on the monthly so far. We're towards the end of the month. So, unless something crazy happens next week, which is last week of the trading month, then this doji candle here should stay intact. But I think that's just a temporary pause until we can get up and push above this 350 area, which coincides with this price action back here in 2012 and 13. So short term, I am still holding it. I am a holder of it as well. I've reduced my position significantly. I think I'm down to like an eighth of my initial position. I'm just holding it and letting it ride, and if it comes back down to break even, I'm getting out, which I think is like $1.90, $1.95 is my average. So that's where I'm at on it. What's the other one you wanted to take a look at? And I appreciate you responding and checking in. What's the other one you sent me? CXDO. Yeah, man, this is just something just off the cuff. I haven't done a video in a while. I usually don't because it takes a lot to get it set up. And, like during the trading day and stuff. And it's so much to keep up with the chat and, asking questions, blah, blah, blah. And I rather just trade and make my money. So that's why I don't do them too often. I did a few back in the day. You go look at some of the other ones. But that's usually after I'm done trading, like live trading. I don't know. It's just tough for me to concentrate. So maybe I'll start doing these things more often where I do, hey, throw a ticker out. Let's take a look at it. Let's analyze it and see where it's going. What are the catalysts, et cetera, et cetera. So, lots of different avenues. Anyway, so CXDO, right? And let's see, CXDO. I'm not sure what this company does. Let's look up and see what they do. CXDO. If you're in the chat, you can type in, or maybe you don't have a YouTube name. All right, CXDO. What do they do? Crescendo. All right, let's go. Based in Tempe, Arizona. Technology, cloud communication, service, call center collaboration, cloud business services for business United States and Canada. Transmits IP, cloud technology. Okay, so they're in the cloud. All right. So they've kind of had this big run up here over the last year. What's going on here? Let's look at some of the recent news on it. Had this huge spike up to 13 back in August of last year. That was crazy. What's the float on this thing? Float is 7.48 million. Aha. Okay, so it's a low floater. All right. Insiders hold 60% of it. Institutions are only 8%. So a lot of the big boys, the director, CEO, CFO of the company owns the stock 60% of it, of the float, the sub insiders, which equates to actually over like three and a quarter million or so, 3.5 million. So pretty substantial. Very hardly any shares short, and that's as of March 31st of last month. So 310,000 shares short. So not a short squeeze, that kind of candidate. 1.6% of the float is short. So something may be brewing here. I'm looking at news before we do the analysis on there. Saying it's worth, what's the market cap on this? 106 million. So very, very, very small company. So they entered into a definitive agreement to acquire Net Sapiens a couple months ago. I'm just looking to see if there's, anything kind of brewing. So, all right, nothing that I see. So let's just go back to the chart as we always do. You kind of see what's going on. And I got to take it off of that. And this is a monthly chart. What I'll do here, you can kind of see we're in this somewhat of a bullfight, but it's it's at the bottom, so it's kind of we'll say a wedge. Whether that wedge is going to break upwards, and where's my drawing to? Anyway, let me get my arrow here. So when we get to this area right in here, is it going to break down through this wedge and continue down here below the say 550 area, or are we going to try to go up here and retest the $8? So that is the question. And not having a crystal ball, but that's what I'd be looking at is you could play this with options, and you could do kind of an options play on it where you would say you would buy the $5. Let's see what will be interesting here. Let's see if it does have options here. CXDO. No options. All right, so forget the options because it doesn't have options. So let's go to the daily chart. Daily chart's kind of a mess. I looked at the daily chart earlier, but you can kind of see this pattern. Obviously, we're on back to daily instead of a monthly, but it's kind of the same thing. You have this slight uptrending. It's not support, but where it's kind of all right over the since last June, almost a year ago. We kind of been making higher lows. Okay, we were here, went all the way up to 13, pulled back. That low right there is higher than 494. Right. What is that right there? That's 550 or something, right? 540. Then we go through this consolidation right here, a couple of blips. We come back, almost test up 540. So we'll just leave that be. All right, right here, 569. So we are making higher lows, but it's not much higher. So in my opinion, what I think is going to happen, again, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know. I'm just going off the chart here. That until this thing either A, gets above $7, there's 200 SMA here, which it very well could, up to $7. Or if this thing cracks below, on the downside, if it cracks below 550 area here, I think we have a good chance of going back into the fours. So that'd be the range I'd be watching here. So your micro trend here would be the $7 right here, and then the 577. So right around that area. I mean, I'm not saying specifically 576, 74, whatever. But once we broke there, then we're going to come down probably and test that. So we kind of got to see how it's played out. It's just been chopping around here. It's kind of a little head and shoulder pattern, but not really. Just not well defined, and that's why I was on the monthly chart on it, because I thought on the monthly chart you could see it a lot better. Hey Harlan, what's up, man? I just saw you were over there. So yeah, so that's why I was looking. I hope that answers your question there. What's your name? Hackenbardo, if you're still here, I don't know. What's up, Harlan? How you been, man? So I ain't been on here in a while. I need to come check y'all out. I'm usually not. I am usually home most Saturday evenings. I do some things on Fridays, but there's a lot of stuff going on, and have some downtime here this evening. Wanted to do someone had asked me to look at a few tickers for them on here, and so that's what I'm doing. What's up, man? You still here, Harlan, or what? Anything you want me to look at for you, buddy? That I know some of your 401ks you were talking about and whatnot. It's been a choppy month and a half. Last couple of days been good, but I'm saying overall the last month and a half it's been kind of rough. Yeah, I know. I was just looking at a few, man. Looking at some earnings. What's coming up for earnings next week? You know what? This will just be the Stocks Unhinged and Harlan show. We'll talk some stocks, and maybe we can, I can pipe you in over here. We can talk stocks and sell some Sony cameras or something on the side as well. Let's look at a couple things, man. Well, GameStop, that's obviously over. And everybody and the brother-in-law heard about that one. It's not over. It's just these traders are still trading this thing. And I traded it last week as well. when the opportunity presents itself. But that big old squeeze, that's pretty much done with. The electric vehicle stocks, everything's been going crazy. Tesla, all the clean energy plays, ENPH. There's so many of them out there right now. Short term, we have earnings coming up this week. So we got Facebook, Google, what else we got? I pulled it up. Shopify, AMD, 3M, Lilly, Crocs, Visa, BP, Raytheon, Waste Management, eBay. eBay is reporting this week. Apple, Boeing, Caterpillar, Amazon, McDonald's, Merck, Domino's Pizza, Chevron. So that's a huge week for earnings. Earnings started last week. Every 3 months, the companies report their latest quarter results. And so if they beat or don't beat the quarter, then, the traders and investors react accordingly. So, and the the end of the quarter was the end of May or March. So usually about the third week, which was last week, the banks start first. A lot of the banks reported last week, Bank of America, JP Morgan, et cetera, et cetera. And then this week, which is the last week of the month now, kind of gets into the meat where a lot of big companies over the next 7 to 10 days will be reporting. So a lot of things are coming out then. But you got any crypto? You seen this Dodge coin, man? So sold my house and cashed out. Oh, that's right. I heard you moved to an apartment. So, you're just in an apartment temporarily until you find somewhere else to, a place to buy that you want to buy or build or something. So, what do you have going on in the market now? Like what stocks do you have like at the moment? So I got you on another screen. That's why I was did your question there first. So what do you have in there now? Not what, but what stocks do you have, or mutual funds? ETFs. I'm not a mutual fund. I don't know a whole lot about them. I know what they are and how they operate, but I don't, one mutual fund from the other. I couldn't tell you which one was better. Oh, you are staying in an apartment. Yeah, hey, you don't have to do any yard mowing, don't have to do none of that. So sometimes that works out, man. Hey, whatever works for you, brother. Yeah, it's I'm gonna look at the kind of change the latency on this for you, Harlan. Hold on a minute. I have it on low. Maybe I don't see it. I'm all the way up. Latency, live chat. No, it's under live chat. Details. I just saw you type in your tickers there. Okay, hold on. We'll take a look in a minute. Where is the latency? I guess once you set it, then I guess you can't change it during the middle of the video while you're actually doing a live stream, I reckon. If you can, let me know, because again, I don't do this too often. Do you know if you can change the latency while you're in the middle of doing the live stream? Because I don't see it under details over here. Well, it's on low latency, so I don't know what that is, 5-second delay or something. I put it low. Sometimes when I put it ultra low, the stream cuts in and out a little bit. So anyway, all right. So HIMX, so CCL. Let's go to CCL. That's your cruise line. Carnival Cruise. Yeah, man. They're still they're on the way back again. A lot of this, the cruise lines and the airlines, but the airlines specifically have been so propped up by the government with these bailouts. It's like they bailed them out, 13, 14 years ago. And here we are, they're doing the same thing again. Now, the cruise lines, they're getting some kind of temporary relief, but, let's just look at where, Carnival came from. If you're holding this for the long term, which I'm sure you are, this thing was at $42 before the drop last year during COVID of February of 20. And, you know, we've done nothing but go up since then, man. You know, yes, has it been choppy? Yes, it's going to be, you know, be a while before, you know, they start making some money. But people are ready to get out. They're getting their vaccinations. They're getting out of the house. I mean, these people still want to wear a mask after vaccination. I don't understand it. Biden's got his vaccination and Camel Toe Harris, and they still wearing the mask. I don't get it. Anyway, HIMX, let's go. HIMX. I've heard of them. Holy shit. $4.18. When did you get in this one? Did you get in like here at 8 before this big run? If you got in here at 4, it'd been great. That was, you know, 6-7 months ago, but then it's kind of just been choppy ever since. What's the catalyst for this? I'm going to look that up while you're telling me that answer. The time I get back on the 5-second delay or whatever, you'll have the answer. HIMX. Chinese. Semiconductor. Okay. So they do integrated circuits. So they're not really making, they're doing some timing controllers, yeah, but they're not making, you know, like processor chips like Intel and AMD and NVIDIA. So, but integrated circuit chips. Okay. So what's the deal with their run? Is this a short squeeze deal? Global chip shortage, extraordinary times. Yes, we know about that. Strength in integrated circuit demand. I'll tell you another one. Excuse me. Another good stock picks that I like in the long term, man, is Lithium. But nice job here on this HIMX. Kind of a little choppy now. Obviously have the big run, cooling off, digestion moves. Still way above the 200-day moving average there, 739. I don't know what your average is, but I don't see no reason to necessarily sell unless you just want to cash out. Or, hey, the way I do it is when you're in a play and you're up and you've got your initial position, sometimes I take it. I take my initial position out and let the rest ride, or I'll take 50% off when I've doubled and let the rest ride. It all depends on, you know, the volume, the stock, what sector, what's going on, the chart pattern, et cetera, et cetera. So that's kind of what I look at. But nice job on HIMX. Oh, what? 11,000 at 349. Dude, I love it. Sold too soon. I mean, 11,000, 349. You sold at 1050. I mean, you tripled your money, doubled your money. I mean, so you bought again 1150, sold at 16. So now you're holding at 1250. Heck yeah, man. Well, you don't need me, man. You got it down, brother. Look at you, man. Yeah, maybe you can buy the whole apartment building now. That way, I come down to visit down there in NA, and we come down to visit NA, then we can take a road trip down to LA. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Oh, you did get that. Yeah, it's like, and again, it's weird, man, because I'm sitting here talking to the computer. You know, I don't know. Obviously, you're there, but you know who else listening ain't listening. So, you know, it's just kind of anti-climatic, like antithetical. Like, you know, wouldn't you remember sitting there talking to someone else? Like, you know, if I'm interviewing someone on a podcast or something like that'd be different instead of talking or whatever. But it's like, well, did he hear me? Did he not hear me? Like, you know, it's like you're talking. So I couldn't do this. If people do this all day long, like on stocks, I'm like, man, I gotta like trade and do my thing when I'm trading, like without any distractions. I couldn't do this, talk, try to concentrate, and you know, what's this one doing? What's that doing? I couldn't do that all day, and that's why I guess another reason why I was doing like some in the afternoons after I got done trading in the mornings, and I mean, I go all day, but you know, when it slows down. But, you know, there's so much preparation to like get the whatchamacallit up, type in the content, yada, yada, get the link out there, do this, that. I'm like, man, Well, she say, hey, I'm going live. Come and check it out if you want. That's the way I'd like to have it. Everything else, set up itself. But lithium, we were talking. So, for all these electric cars coming down the road now, it's been on a monster tear over the last several years. And let's go back here. They've been around now. Okay, so the ETF, this is an ETF LIT, it's a lithium. There's other pure plays, ALB, and there's a couple other, like, pure plays, what I mean, the actual stocks, if you want to buy them instead of the ETF. But like with lithium, there's only a few of them. There's some over-the-counter, cheap penny stock ones. But, if I'm going to do this, I like playing this with the ETF. So, this thing's 11 years old. I didn't know the ETF been around that long. I thought it was like 5 or 6 years. Anyway, again, the 2020 bottom. Was it $17, $23, something, whatever, $17 bucks. What's that, almost 4 times your money right there. Long term, I like it because all these electric cars that are coming, again, it's going to be a long time in the making. And you're like, oh, well, it's up at $63 and, to wait for a dip. Well, yeah, I guess you could wait for a correction. You could, say buy, a quarter of your position up here. Then you could buy another, quarter if it dipped down to below 55, and then maybe another quarter of 51 or whatever. But, you always want to try to, if you like a stock and you analyze it, you always want to get at least a piece of it. And if it goes down, hey, you can buy more if you like it and you've researched it and you got good conviction on it and, all the stars are aligned, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, you just don't want to be like, catching a falling knife if, a stock's going to, way up here and, ooh. And I'll show you one real quick. Now, I missed it that morning. So much going on that particular morning. I didn't see it. Check this out. This is where you don't want to try to catch the falling knife here. This one right here. This was the other day. Look at this. Look at this sucker. And I forgot what they do and what caused the drop. So $120. This was, when was that? Monday. This was Friday. Okay, so Friday closed down like $4, 120. Opened to 120, closed to 116, 117. Monday, so this Monday, a few days ago, comes in, the stock opens up at 93 and closes down here at 73. And then by Friday, it's down here at 66. The thing lost 50% in a week. The first day was like just crazy. But the point is, yes, you can play those drops. That's, your intraday trading and things. So do you like those, what's this? We got your HIMX, your CCL. We didn't look at your CIDM. It's another one I've seen. Yeah, I know it's a pending one I've heard of. Seen this one before. So you got all these random spikes here. So that's typical of this particular stock. I don't know what's your story in this one. You get in at 50 cents. So I'm just trying to gauge the delay. So it's about 5 to 6 seconds there. Just got in at 125. All right. Let's take a closer look at it. The red line is a 200-day moving average. So 107 is a 200-day. You can see over the actually since December, we had that. It rejected, came back. The 200 is very, very powerful and important. A lot of traders, institutions, investors look at it because it's the 200-day average of all the prices and all the action that's going on the last 200 trading days. So it's very, very important. Yes, you can use it. I have the 20 up here and the 50. And, there's other crosses and things you can utilize for that. But my favorite, and if you look here in my, on the YouTube video, hashtag 200 SMA, is when a stock's close to that, either above it or below it, and the right pattern sets up. I love trading those, because generally 9 times out of 10, when it's very close to those relative to the stock price, you can guarantee that 9 times out of 10, in my opinion, that the stock exchange is going to test it, get rejected on the upside, or if it's falling, it tests it, gets a bounce, and gets some temporary bounce on the upside. If it's falling, vice versa. You get what I'm saying. So 125. So what, you just got in like the other day, or on about 50 cents? Oh, really? See, I was thinking about opening up a Fidelity account. I have 2 TD Ameritrade accounts. I have a Robinhood. I was looking at Fidelity. I'm going to open up a Webull account. My other broker I used to have, I could start trading it for, direct access broker. But the commissions were kind of high, and I was just I was doing a lot of trading, so I've changed my style a little bit. I love those. I love that, but I'm not anymore. I'm not. I don't know if you've heard of Ross Cameron, but get in 1 second with 10,000 shares, you got 5 seconds later, make 3,000. It's very, 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 very risky, and I'm just not into that anymore. I had a few heart attacks when I was doing that. Made some good money, lost some too. But anyway, that's weird. Nothing under $1. Fidelity, nothing, zero. I mean, no stock at all. I'm glad you told me that, because I'm not going to be opening up a Fidelity then. Because TD Ameritrade, if I'm going to buy a stock at a penny, I can buy it. Now, if it's not on NASDAQ or NYSE or HIMX, and it's on OTC or something, I do have to pay $6.95. Otherwise, it's free commission. But I understand that. But I can trade any stock I want. Fractions of a penny actually. I don't know. I got one I have now. I'd have to open up and look, but I got 30,000 shares. This one I bought at like 0.0006, and it went to 12 or 14. And I think I took like $30 off, but it was worth like 300 or 400 at the time, and I didn't take any off. And now it's like back to below what I paid for it. But again, it was only an investment of like $30 or something. So I should have practiced what I preach and took it off then. But anyway, that's weird, man, with Fidelity. I don't like that, man. So I'm glad you told me that. You bought what after Biden mentioned tax increases? It dropped some, picked up 10,000 shares, probably a short play. But which one are you talking about, Harlan? You talking about CIDM? Okay, so you actually, I see you. We'll do CSCW here shortly. So you bought a CIDM. So you're short 10,000, or you're saying now you're going to cash out and then maybe try to short it. But anyway, I don't like that. Fidelity won't let you buy anything under $1. So yeah, your 200 estimates down are $1.07. So if you were to short it, that would be something you would have to watch there. But I would definitely keep an eye on. All right, so she wanted CSCW. What's that one? Color Star Technology. All right, another penny one. Now let me look up a little bit more about them. CSCW. All right, so Ashley, tell me where you're in from, like what price you got in, and when you got in on CSCW while I'm looking this up. So CSCW, Online, offline music education services, United States and China. Music education. And then code word, online cultural entertainment platform that provides celebrity lectures. Alright, so they do celebrity lectures. Do artificial intelligence, piano, hardware research. It's kind of obscure here, but okay. Market cap is 67 million, so it's pretty small. So I see, so here's your news. I see this, so that goes back to the spike from, okay, Science Strategic Cooperation, NFT. So we're doing NFT collaborations for, well, what kind of NFT are they doing? NFT, yes. Covering creation, auctions, physical mapping. I'm saying what's going to be their NFT. So they want to aspire to be the eBay of the NFT world. Here's the article. I'm sure you saw it. I'm just digging in a little bit there. I'm going to go to the technical analysis. Okay, they did the 1 to 24. Okay, so you got $1.24 2 weeks ago. So we're at $1.12. So you kind of bought in as it was coming back down. After the NFT news. Okay, so somewhere around there. So that's where you're in at. 125. Well, let's take a look. Yeah, that CIDM, Harlan. I don't know, man. I'd watch it carefully since you got 10,000 shares on the line. Faux show. I still got the wrong one, don't I? I don't have that. So this is where we started right here. I'm just gonna let's look at this. So we started right here about $1, right before the move in that news. All this volume came in down here, right? And you hit the high up here at 267, and now we're kind of chopping around back here after this latest drop. So this past week has been, a lot of chop. And you can see the 20 cross the 50. So now you have the 20, the 50, and the 200. Which, when you're going up, is what you want. On the way down, it's a little different. So I see if this thing breaks $1 here, I would look for a test back to 87. You're in a 125. Again, I don't know what your risk is, what your risk tolerance, but that was good news with the collaboration. But they need to start developing and selling some NFTs before they see any cash flow. Yeah, the news, that's what drove it up, obviously. But until we see some news, we don't know what's happening. So I still think it's going to be a play, and that it looks to, from what I'm gathering over the last since December to here, that we've been kind of holding this 200. And I would suspect that if we do test it, you can, maybe a little test below and come back up. But it sounds like the company's trying to do some more positive things. And down the road, I would suspect that it kind of holds where it's at. So as far as you and your 125 average, that's something you're going to have to decide for yourself there. But I mean, I'm looking back, going back several years here. You can see this choppiness. I mean, spikes up. Look, even down here on days that don't spike that much. Look at, this is a weekly chart. It gets these crazy spikes and blow off tops. And let's look on the monthly there. Yeah, doesn't look too good. And so the news, yeah, they were online. This kind of reminds me, except it was never like this, but at the end of 2017, when Bitcoin first got to $10,000, everybody and their brother-in-law in the stock market, every company was announcing they're doing something with blockchain. We're creating a blockchain. There was publicly traded Hooters. I forgot, it was actually still publicly traded at the time under some other entity. I forget what their trick was, but they were creating a boob coin. And I'm like, all right, we've finally reached peak saturation here when Hooters is coming out with a crypto currency called the Boo coin. I'm like, oh goodness, here we go. So I don't know, man. The CSCW, I don't know. I'm not. I wouldn't put my money on it. Let's put it that way. But just wherever your risk tolerance is, put your stop. And I'd say below $1. That's me. If I was in at 125, I don't know how many shares you got. Brother Harlan over there, he buys 10,000 of everything. So 10,000 shares at 25 cents. Well, that's $2,500. So if you got 1,000, that's 250, 100. That's $25. So I don't know how many shares you have. But, okay, sorry, I just saw that high short float. Okay, let's look at this high short float. I'm sure it is a high short float, looking at the chart and everything else. So, but I don't know, maybe are you a new, how long you been trading? Are you a newer trader, I see? But, you shouldn't just buy just because it's a high short float. You got to have a catalyst. Yes. I mean, everybody's the GME. They're doing that a lot. It was just, that thing was way oversubscribed on the short side. I don't know how, those are the SEC's fault to let that happen. Okay. So you are a new trader there. So float, 41 million, obviously very low float. Volume on Friday was 21 million. Shares short, high short float. I'm only showing 8% short. I don't know where you're getting. Held by insiders, 22%. Here, I'll bring this over. Here's what I'm showing. Right here. All right. Shorts, 8.4%. So 4.8 million. So that equals 8%. Float of 41 million. Insiders, institutions, hardly nothing, 0.21%. Insiders at 22. Shares outstanding at 58. And this is up to date as of, they only do it once a month, so the end of March. There are some other sites and places that, some of the hedge funds have access to where you can get like a weekly, or some of them even a daily update, but you gotta be paying some major bucks to have some, other connections to be able to get that. But as of March 31st, 4 weeks ago, it was only 8% short. So, but I don't know. If you got a small position, just be careful, monitor it, monitor it accordingly. That's what I would say there. Harlan and Lithium. What are the ones? I'm gonna go over. What was it? Costco. Yeah, there's a bunch of good ones coming this week, man. I mean, just the big boys. The companies everybody in the all the major names that I was talking about earlier that are reporting this week. UPS, AMD, General Electric, Shopify, Boeing, Facebook, Qualcomm, McDonald's, ADP, Lennox. The list goes on and on. Tesla's Monday. Tesla is Monday. Man, that's going to be interesting. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, what time is it? No, it's only 9 o'clock. Elon Musk is hosting Saturday Night Live tonight. You're welcome, Ashley. You got any other ones you want me to look at? Yeah, Elon Musk hosting Saturday Night Live tonight. I might tune in. I hardly ever watch it, but I might tune in and see what he's got to say. Funny stuff. Because if he says something, and that's the thing about the market, man. It's a lot of it's, man, just social awareness and observations, and but you heard people talking, or you're seeing something that that's not information parity, where you can kind of, before Wall Street knows it, before the big boys know it, they don't come down to middle America, but everybody watches Saturday Night Live. But I'm sure a lot of people and investors are going to be talking about Tesla on Monday morning. Posting links. Oh, yeah, man, I have links blocked because I'd get bots in there, man. What is it you want me to... yeah, it automatically does that, Harlan. Which one you want me to look at? What is it? Were you just posting like a? Oh, it said Harlan message deleted by Streamlabs. View deleted message. Oh, it said, what do you think about WMVS? I owned this for a while and was mentioned on Wall Street Bets. Well, he's not posting links. Streamlabs. What are you trying to block him for? Okay, what's this one? LOL. What? Posting links. Yeah, I do have a block posting links, but you weren't posting links. So why Streamlabs blocking them? I don't know. That thing's weird, dude. I'm sorry, brother. I don't know. I didn't automatically did it. So I just I'd set it when I first started like with Streamlabs a year or so ago, just like so nobody could post links. You know, I just don't want the bots and the super porn links and crap like that. You know, obviously if it's a Yahoo Finance link, but you know, you can't like single people in and out. So, okay, this person can post link. It's either nobody can post or everybody can post. So, and I know you didn't post any. So I don't know. So I read in MVIS. Yeah. MVIS. Yeah, man, it was a Wall Street Bet thing, man. I forgot what the Microvision's their name. What do they do? I forgot. I know, yes, Microvision, but what's their name? What do they do again? Just ladder. Oh, that's right. The automotive safety, autonomous driving. Okay. Yeah, EV play, autonomous driving. Yeah, man. Obviously huge. I mean, this thing started running here in December. Look, $2, man. Wow. Tell Harlan. That's right. Yeah. I like it, man. Let me see. Where did I get in this? Why is that? Let's see. MVIS. Oops. Where are you getting that info? MVIS. I'm stuck on my screen. I'm pretty sure. I see here. No, I haven't. Oh boy. This is December 22nd. Oh, look at that. Yep. So I tell you, right here, the last time I traded, because I'm looking at my history here. So I'll tell you exactly what happened. So right here, you had this run up from early December, right at $2.238, and it went up here to what, 974? Yeah, 974. So that was what day was that? The 22nd. So it was right before Christmas. Yeah. So I bought an option that day for the $10. So it was near the end of the day. So it closed down 9:33. I bought the $10 call expiring January 15th, right? So I still had at that time like 3.5 weeks, probably a little more than that, before expiration for it to get back to 10. Well, the next day it dropped back, and it didn't get back above 10 until almost 6 weeks later. So, you know, I think I lost like 90% of the call. Let's see, I'll tell you exactly. Paid $115 for it, sold it for 10. So yeah, lost on that one. So that was actually the last time I've traded it. But yeah, I had this run up, and then it's been kind of chopping around. So where's your entry? Someone on Scottsdale said to buy it. So boss, hey, I mean, you know, your style is unique, man. I tell you what, it's unique. But hey, whatever works, brother. I do like it. I was giving you a hard time, man. Yeah, we had this chop though, man. Ever since the big run up. So yeah, obviously there's going to be huge, you know, with the electric vehicles and stuff coming along. But I mean, look at this though. Every day we go, and every week up, we come back down, up, down. But you know, we're kind of trending to the downside. So we're going to get some type of squeeze here again. But right now it's kind of range bound. Where are you at on it? What's your average? 1,000. Oh, only 1,000 at 170. Hey, dude, I tell you, man, you need to call me up. I don't, and tell me what's going on. Shit, man. Yeah, I'll just. How can I turn this live stream over to you, and you just tell us what's up, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to the mouth of the South, the Raging Cajun, the guy who has more Halloween costumes than Carter had liver pills, Mr. Harlan, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wow! No, man, that's great, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So, have you sold any? You still holding the whole? I know you're from Alabama, dude. I know. I said the Raging Cajun, mouth of the South. I was thinking of. I know where you at. Have you sold any? You still like Cajun food? It's good from Alabama, don't like you ain't. You don't like some gumbo. You still holding the whole thing? That's awesome. You gonna trim some, brother? So you got what, 17 or $1,170, whatever. That's crazy, man. That is awesome. $1,700, and now you got 17,000, almost 18,000. It was a nice close on Friday here, man. So. Okay, let me ask you this. So you haven't sold any. So when it went to $24, you didn't say, well, maybe I ought to sell, 100, 200. Because even if you sold 100 and you bought it at $1.70, dude, that's $2,200 right there. That's $500 more than your initial investment. So, my thing is always pay yourself. And, like I said, I try to take out my initial investment and let the rest ride. That's awesome, though. Oh, cool. I just liked my own video. No one else had liked it, so I gave it a like. I didn't know you could do that. Well, that's pretty cool, then. What else? What other ones, brother? Let's see what Beyond Meat's doing. So when I had STX, I sold this sucker. And you don't do options, and I do a lot of options, and I trade stocks as well, but mostly options. Harlan, you still there? Oh, excuse me. STX, what other one was I looking at? There's a lot of good ones. Hard to remember them all. So yeah, the ones alright, cool. So you like penny stocks, huh? I do them now. I trade them all too. It's just some of these I'll like during the day I'll get in and I'll get out and then I'll buy back in and then I'll let some ride and then like it comes back down and I'm like, you know what? Because you have to babysit them because they can drop on you in the drop of a hat. Just I don't know if you saw this one the other day. But again, this one, this is UXIN. But just go back and look at the chart, right? Let's, I mean, this thing does this all the time, right? Spike down, but it's just the nature of that particular stock. It's obviously a low float or whatever. I'd have to look up and see what the float is. Only actually probably tell me back here. Float, actually, super low, 225 million. But see, those are the ones I don't like. But like, you know, your MVIS, all these other good ones. I mean, let me look at some of the ones I got here so we can have some frame of reference. Where are we at? I don't want to ask you, did you get any Dodge coin, old doggy coin? I bought that at 0.009. No, excuse me. The first X, I'm going to type it in just so it's, first one was 0.002. Sold some, then added at 0.0009, and that's 75K. Right? That's the old Dodge, the old doggy. And I was selling up along the way, so like when we got to a penny, you know, that was a huge increase. I mean, at one point during this run last week, or you know, the week before last, when it went to like 49.50 cents, I was up like 5,200% on it. I made quite a bit, but if I had held it all, you know, if I'd done a Harlan, like it would have been like shit, $70,000, man. And then I only put in $750. Also 0.07, so you're still sitting nice too, man. Yeah. I think it's the number 5 on coinmarketcap.com right now. It was at your, so you bought it, that's what you bought it, 7 cents, 5,700, or did you sell some, or you just bought 5,700 and still holding? Because I'm a little worried about that one, man. If you hadn't sold some of it, you know, I'm not telling you what to do, but if it was me, I'd be selling some just now. Because you've already went up to that 50 million. You're off of the high, you're down, you know, you're down 50%. Where's it at right now? It's at, I'm going to type it in right over here, DOGE. It's at 27.8 right now. Yeah. So, let's see. Next time, there's this new one, man. I ain't kidding you. But you got to buy this place called Pancake Swap. I'm not joking. This is called it's company doing this NFT art. So the non-fungible token deal. But this NFT art is creating non-fungible token crypto tokens, if you get my drift. So this was like, I'm not shitting you, like 8 zeros. I just heard about it today. And I know it's not available on Robinhood or Coinbase. And I thought, well, maybe it's on Binance, because that's a pretty reputable form. It's not even available there. Yeah, man, that's awesome. 2,400. Yeah, shoot, man. Again, I put in 750, and it was worth like, oh my gosh, I think damn near like $50,000. I didn't make that much off because I sold some along the way, but I did pretty well. I bought more safe moon. That's something new. Again, I don't know. They're just coming up with so many like ones out of the blue. Like you can make a quick dollar and flip it. Like those kind of ones. You know, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, Ethereum. What's the other one? I can't think. CoinMarketCap. Bitcoin, Ethereum. I like XRP. Some people don't like them, but Bitcoin and Ethereum are the ones that I like, and I guess you could say Litecoin. In other words, I feel safe with those. These other like fly by night, like some of these, like Stellar, you know, okay, I've got them around, but like Boob Coin, Safe Moon Coin, NFT Art Coin, like your mama's coin. I don't know, like. Like, look at this. It's NFT art. I'll pull it up over here. I actually posted about it, but I went to find out where to buy it, and it's still relatively cheap. Check this out. So let me look up on CoinMarketCap. I'm serious, this is not. I'll pull it over here in a minute. NFT art. There it is. Alright. Let's see. Pull it over here. Can you see that? Alright, so like when I last saw this thing, right, and I'm not shitting you, it was down here. I mean, you can see them in zeros. This, we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 zeros. Or so 9 zeros, 3 up. Okay, so that's the last time I saw it. It was this afternoon or something. Maybe it's at 0.4, whatever. But this thing went all the way from this morning, right? So you can see right here, 10:41, right? To this evening here, just about 40 minutes ago, to 0.000015. And I'm just telling you, it is still super, super cheap. Like you could buy 1 million of them for like $50 or something. It's crazy. But the only place I checked around where to buy it at. And you got to buy it at some place called Pancakes. Like, look at this. I'm not kidding you, man. This is where you got to buy this crap. And I'm like, what Pancake Swap? Watch this. Up.com. It's somewhere. Nope. Ah, daggone it. I saw it. I'm telling you, like, you buy it, right? Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can buy. You can't buy it at Binance. And then you copy this. I mean, it's weird, but you see, there's the price, right? 0.000. Now, I bought my Dogecoin was 0.002 was the first one. Then I bought it 0.009 and bought the 75,000. So this is 4 zeros plus another 4 and then 1. So, I mean, it's just super, super cheap. But again, it's the broker, where you're buying at Pancake Swap place. Is it reputable? I don't know. But let's just do the math. So you want to buy 1 million coins. I want to buy 1 million of them. And it's going to cost me 0.0000001. What? So you're saying it cost me a penny? No way. Oh, shit. And I buy $100 million, 100 million coins. It costs me $10. So when it goes to $1, man, we're worth like a couple billion, Harlan. We're out, man. Like we used to sit back there, Audi 5000. I know you remember that. Don't act like you don't. But let's see if I can find it here. Hold on a minute. YouTube guys was yeah, somebody. Here it is, Pancake Swap. But I'm trying to like the website.
What's up, guys, and welcome.
Damn it, it was in here. All right, Pancake Swap. All right, and now this is Swap Bullish NFT. Here's a couple videos on like where to buy it on my page. That's if you want to go check it out. I'm not like, I love Pancake Days and stuff, but website called Pancakes. I'm not buying no coins on Pancakes. But wait, you did? I mean, so it's like legit, man. I don't know. I don't know. Just like I'm not sure what they're doing with it. You feel like it's all right, man. But yeah, here they are. I mean, it's on medium.com. But that's where you buy that NFTR coin. Yeah, I'll send you some money, man. Just buy me $100 million worth, or not $100 million worth, but 100 million of them, and I'll give you like $10. I think I should cover it since it's 0.0000001. Even if it's 3, okay, then it cost me $20. So you guys, thought it was a screen grab. No, that's just capturing the signal then. Is that right? I'm trying to... Oh. So this whole time I've pulled these over, you guys haven't been able to see the NFT art. So I must have it just on the... that's weird. I don't know, but there's the chart, man, in that link. See? Stream. See, I thought it was capturing whatever I had on my screen. That's why I was bringing my other screen over. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was capturing what I had on my screen, so it's just capturing an application, which is the e-signal, which you guys see the MVIS, right? You guys see me moving around there on that, right? Yeah, it's weird. Let's look at another one here. TWTR. I wish I could change that latency. Next time I'll do it, I'll change it to ultra low. What am I going to say? Oh, yeah, this is stock twits here. But you can see, like right now, as we're talking, people are still posting MVIS. I mean, it's been all evening, all day. I mean, this is a Saturday, and people talking about it here. I don't know, 30, 35. We need to break out of this channel, though. Man, I mean, I'm going to set an alert here. So I'm going to say over 1925. This is for me. To give me a heads up. I'll get an audible alert. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear this if I play the test.
Attention, an alert target has been reached.
So that's going to alert me when, and then there's my alert there, that little red area right here, when it goes above 1925 to give me a heads up. And you know what? I'm going to get back in it with you. But you got to do me a favor though. Since you're in like from $1, we gotta average our cost down. So since I'll be buying like 19, you're in from $1, $2. So the difference is 17. Half of 17 is like 8.5. So you'll have an 8.5 average, and I'll have an 8.5 average. Yeah. I mean, see, all these scanners, I get alerts when stuff's, and these are just, this is traded as here, and there's a link in the description. Anybody's interested in checking it out, it's the first link in the description. Yeah, I have hundreds of different ones, but these are my main ones I keep up here. Like there's my RSI, here's options high volume, mover, there's my penny stock popper, midday movers, have that for the middle of the day. Market watch will kind of keep an eye on a little bit, everything, tell me what's going on. So yeah, I keep an eye on things. Oop, I lost my penny stock. Oh well. And I look at so many stocks all the time. And that's another thing is, I've got, quite a few long-term investments. But then during the day, you get so caught up with like intraday moves. And sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees because you're, hey, I just made 1,000 on this, or I made 500 on this. And, in and out. Now, ones that are going, on an uptrend, like, if I've been paying attention, but then, each day is a new day, and sometimes you forget. But I remember when this thing had made this move, and, I was just a little bit late to the party here. Like I said, when it was at $6, $7, I bought the $10 call, like I was telling you, or whatever. And, but then it dropped back down and it blues on it. And then I was like, well, it's over. and it kind of fell off my radar. And then it made this second run. So, good on you, brother. Yeah, these message boards and stuff have been around for, decades now. But, Reddit, now everybody's on social media. It's not just one board where everybody's just in one place talking. Now you can share it and put it on your page, and so shares it with their friends and that friend, et cetera, et cetera. And that's kind of how that, GME, GameStop, and AMC kind of got going. But also, not just because of that, but because it was short. But a lot of people, we've seen that happen before. I've seen it happen many, many times. Just not to that extent. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. That whole thing was, I made some decent money on it, and I still, opportunity. I did so last week. This year, between GameStop and last year it was Tesla, like almost every day. This year it's been GameStop. I say Tesla, kind of the bigger ones, and then some of these other moves. But yeah, you can always count on those. I want to pull up something here, and these are ones that I like to look at too. Let's see, short. Where is it? Downhill. All right, this scan here. Let's look at this. Go to last trading day. So we can go to. Let's go to 355. And what was today? So yesterday the 23rd. Friday the 20th. What's today? Today's the 24th. Why is it saying Thursday the 23rd? Anyway, I'm just going to put it, I don't know what it's talking about. Anyway, there we go. And I'm not getting anything here. What's going on? Use historical date. 4/23 at 3. What? 4/23/21 is not a valid date. What in the hell are you talking about? Saturday the 20th. This calendar is messed up. Is this me? Anybody seeing this here? It says Thursday. No, yesterday was the 23rd. The Jedi mind tricking you. Oh, man. Come on. I'll have to go over to another page. Anyway, what I'll show you here in a second. Let's talk amongst ourselves here for a second. There's another one that, NFT space. I don't know if you got it on that one. Their Harlan T-Cat. That was a nice one. Dude, this thing was, a couple bucks and went to $70 in literally a week. That's a non-fungible token play. Now it's on its way back up again off of this 50-day moving average here. The pink line bounced right off of it. Yeah. Hold on a second. Someone else. I'm on there now. I put this guy. Somebody sent me a message and wants the stream link. Don't know why he can't find it. So we'll get him set up here. Alright. T-Cat. There you go. There you go, man. NFT art. Oops. Wrong one. Just why I don't so much going on here. Alright. He wants the link. So he wants this. Alright. There's some interruptions. Just while these live streams or this stuff, I can't do this when I'm trading. There's no way, man. I wouldn't make any money. We are in there now. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Where was I at? Oh, I want to look at the stuff that's the RSI is really, really high. I want to do it. I have a scanner already ready for it, and for some reason it's not pulling up, so I'm going over here to MVIS on my other screen. And I don't know, man. People can't hear. Everybody else hears me fine. I don't know. Check your. I can't help you can't hear. I don't know, man. Everybody else is hearing. Everybody else hearing me just fine. I don't know. Let's see here. Yep. I don't know. Anyway. I'm looking at the RSIs I wanted to look at. You were talking about short earlier, Harlan. Because I know there's like a couple of people watching or whatever, but you're the only one interacting, so it's talking to you. So I'm looking for one that has a high RSI that's run way, way up. And I gotta find it over here on MVIS. There's so many. There it is. RSI. Way overbought. A 90. Oh, nothing. 80. Alright. BTN. Alright. I'm just going to go through a few of these. And these are ones that have run up. That have a high RSI. And, may continue going. They're, just beautiful ones. But some of them, may be ready for a short, or maybe start scaling in a short. All right, let's start off. BTN. And I am purely talking technicals. I'm not even, right now, no fundamentals, news analysis, nothing. So right here, look at this monster. Right, look at all those volumes coming down here. BTN. So we're up here at 530 something. Down here 255. What's the RSI right now? RSI is 85. Where I'm getting RSI, right here. All right. Now it goes wherever this vertical green line is. So obviously this RSI from May of 2020 says 38. But when I look at this RSI here for today, or yesterday, is 85. So, RSI can go all the way to 100. But you can see it's kind of pulled back a little bit, but it's done this before on this last little ramp. So that's another one to keep an eye on for, for a possible short or continuation. So, your stop would be down here around $5 or so, right around there. Stocks at 513, they say 485. All right, that's BTN. And this is just me doing my analysis. You guys, however much money and whatever your risk tolerance is, you do your own thing there. Yeah, I did CTHR and CXDO a little while ago. We'll get back to it here earlier. You didn't have your audio on, right? Everybody else can hear. So TYHT, look at this one. TYHT. Come on. Another one right here. See the volume coming in. I've seen this one before. This is a crazy one that does these crazy moves, and then everybody buys, and then people get burnt and want to blame everybody else. It's nobody's fault. When you lose money, it ain't the SEC's fault. It ain't your neighbor's fault. The guy who said, "Do you think I should buy it?" And he said, "Well, yeah, I would." It's your own fault. If you lose money, you buy way up the top. So just have good risk management. That's what it's all about. Never put more on than you're willing to lose. Don't bet your rent money, your electricity money, etc. RSI at 86 on this one. Again, same situation as that BTN a minute ago. This one has a history of doing this. Next target, if it wants to continue, would be 9 for Monday morning. I mean, massive volume coming in. And if you look at the volume here down below, look at how that volume, what was the volume yesterday? Volume was 623. Am I right? Hold on a minute. Well, let's look at the volume from the 21st, so Wednesday. 6.5 million. All right, this was the one on Wednesday. I talked about yesterday. But that volume, look at all these other spikes it's had, right, over the last couple of years. The volume doesn't even come close to that. Yeah, okay, you had volume down here, 1.3 million, 2.5. This was like 6 million here, 6 million. So that's interesting. And then it's continuing up on light volume, very, very light volume. So what's that tell me? When it's continuing up like that on light volume, that someone's going to pull the rug out here soon. I'm not saying it can't continue, but just watch it. All right, going on to the next one here. Looking at CSL, Carlisle Companies. All right, they're in a building products category. All right, I don't know how to get over here. CSL. Oh, all right, CSL. Here we go. It's the more expensive one here. Not expensive in terms of dollar amount, not price to earnings, PE ratios. So it's a different kind of expensive in the market. So this had, earnings or something? I do want to find out what this last spike was because that's a pretty big stock. So we're going to do the news just real quick. Let's just say earnings move or what? 7%. Yep, earnings topped estimates. Okay. So huge earnings move on this one. Any context to, is this all-time highs? Yep, all-time highs right here. So no context as far as, upside targets. You do with some Fibonacci extensions, etc. I like it, but I did make this monster move here from 167 up to 190. But obviously, nothing for this to push on that very good report they had up to 200. Or you watch the pull back to the 170 area. So again, the ones I'm going over right now are ones that are high RSI, which is relative strength, that still have maybe some gas in the tank, but are possibly ready for a short play, or may come back in. So the ones to keep an eye on. Let's see. The next one I want to look at is STX. Yeah, man, I sold that one too early on Friday morning. STX Seagate. So they make hard drives. Monster earnings. They did a very, very, I got this a monthly. Very good company. All right. You can see what happened here. A little choppy after earnings. Kind of holding down on 82, and then boom, took off 82 all the way up here to almost $90. Let's see. Look at another one. Also, let's look. Hold on. Where do we think it's going? I mean, it's just all time. I don't think this is all-time highs for this one. I could be wrong. I would think maybe back in the early 2000. No, they weren't even public yet. Okay. During the .com boom. Nope. So we're at all-time highs on that one as well. And I appreciate everybody sticking around. Feel free to ask any questions, any stocks you want to look at. I'm just going over ones, a scan I run a lot on the weekends. I usually don't do it until Sunday evenings, just on time. And look at ones for Monday to take a look at. And the thing is, you don't have to chase every stock moving to make money. I mean, Harlan's, he's new to this game, and he's done very well, on just a handful of stocks. And I'm proud of him. And he's had the wherewithal to hold and pick some good ones and get in early and have the conviction and just kind of let it ride. But like I was telling him a little bit earlier, on some of them, I'm like, just I do it. Just don't forget to pay yourself. Because if something happens, the rug gets pulled out. That's just paper money until you realize the gain. That's why it's called, realized wins and losses. All right, RRD. And if you'll see here, obviously you can tell from the last few charts, all the patterns, and kind of saying these are stocks that have had nice moves up. Here's a cheapy one, RRD, $6. Again, so it's a 450. It doesn't move too much every day. So, it's moving here 30, 40 cents a day maybe. Total move. Let's look and see what's up with this one. Actually, you know what? With this continued strengthening, we're pulling in a little bit. I like this for a possible move to 8. I'm going to set an alert here for myself. Why don't you give me an alert? Oh, no, hold on. I'm going to set an alert here. Above 6, whatever it's at right now. Not above 6. Right, well,
attention, an alert target has been reached.
That sound, and a lot of them all go off at the same time at the beginning of the morning, right at the bell at 9:30, and you can't, you try to keep up with which ones you got, and try to make a plan for what stocks you're going to buy, and that kind of thing. Another one, good one, Harlan, I have as well. My portfolio is for in the long term, and as was Boeing, ticker BA. Eventually, there's a lot of airplane companies that have bought their planes here recently. They're basically been in the doghouse because of the 737 MAX couple airplane crashes over the last couple years ago. So they're fixing all, and things are going to come back. So that's another good one to take a look at as well. Ticker BA. Let's go to their next one here. CPTA. That's one I'm seeing. Capital Finance Corporation. And look at this. So up 30%, 33% in a couple days since Wednesday. $15 Wednesday. What's trying not to. Oops, hold on a second. This monster, that was a drop. Every time on a stock, I don't know if I've ever looked at this one here before. CPTA. I know a lot of stocks. You can rattle them off their tickers and certain things about them, but this one I don't know. So I was like, what was that big drop? I looked at the date. Oh, that was a COVID drop. So this thing obviously came from up here to 53, and this has never recovered. And then you had a split here back last year in August. So, is it making a run now? Is this run for real, or are we going to get stalled out? Your next upside pivot areas would be there at 2306, 23 area, and 2650. We're at $20. So this is the third day, was Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So sometimes after you make this kind of big move here, it needs to rest a little bit. Obviously, this is on light volume, but the thing is relative volume. So, okay, I'm going to move my mouse up here. So right here, I guess it's not changing. Why is that? Oh, it doesn't matter. So yesterday was 81,000 in volume, very, very low. Average volume is 28,000. This stock is very thinly traded. 81,000 shares in a day is nothing. Look at Facebook, Apple. Look at any of those stocks, how many shares they trade. Hundreds of millions a day. Shares, not dollars now. There's billions of dollars. Anyway, but look at that. That's almost 3 times, about 2.5 times its normal average volume. That was yesterday. So we look on Wednesday, volume was 80,000. Thursday, volume was 132,000. And yesterday, back to 80. So 80, 3 times its normal volume. First day of the run, 3 times more volume. Second day of the run, almost 5 times normal volume, and then yesterday back to 3 times normal volume, approximately. So I think this one here, out of the ones we've looked at here so far, the last 5 or 6, I really, really like this. It's promising, and it may take a while to get up here to 23, or we could go straight to 23 tomorrow. Who knows? But I like this whole base we've been in here on this one, and this is why I look at these, because you can kind of get these are ones that are running, or still in the middle of the run. I mean, the RSI on this 81. In my RSI, you can look right here. All right, this blue line at the bottom of the chart is RSI, and then I have the number actually right here, but you can see it on the chart here as well. RSI is on the left, and the volume's on the right. So volume, RSI. So the blue line's RSI, and then this down here is the volume. Anyway, but I like this one here. KPTA, keep that on your watch list. Yeah. Excuse me. How many more is in this list? Oh man, there's like 30 of them. So I've done 6. BX. I'm just go through some of these. I like that. If that's a big one. So on the other hand, let's turn this around. There's a lot of nice setups. And obviously you're like, well, hey, let's catch these before they get up to, all the way up there to run like that. I'm like, yeah. I said, I'm looking at the other end of it to where, okay, it's got another day, maybe 2 days, who knows. But you kind of want to ride it a little bit, but kind of get ready to short. And then, you do the run the scan, look at other ones on the other end of the spectrum where it's kind of been down the dirt, beat up. It's a decent stock. In other words, it's maybe beat up for certain reasons or maybe no reason at all. Fundamentals are still there. You got to do some dig into more research. But, on a technical basis, like this one looks good. I mean, this thing was already in the dirt. I mean, this is going back, this thing's hit the dirt basically in August, really rock bottom in October, and then kind of October, so we made the run, so 2 months, December, and it's been chopping, just consolidating, doing this whole consolidation, and then the volume's coming in down here, and you can see it obviously on the chart where, things are looking mighty, mighty nice. Like white beans and rice. Or red beans and rice, not white beans. I do like white and red beans. What do you think, Harlan? Excuse me. Harlan must have fell asleep. Maybe not. Everybody dozed off. Let's look at the other one. Let's look at overbought. Let's look at oversold at 20. Oversold at 30. Okay, oversold at 30. That's a big price change, right? Oh, yeah, okay. Just making sure you didn't fall asleep because I'm getting tired here too. So I flipped it around. So now let's look at a few ones. Now there are a few here where they're, kind of maybe ready for a little bounce. UFAB. I don't even like those. Yeah, it's bounced here a little bit, but it bounced out of, basically bounced out of thin air. And this had this big drop here, this last one. This is just a little hiccup here, in my opinion. And that's the thing when you're looking at them from the other end is I think it does go back to there, and then it'll keep on going. I don't like that one, so we'll take that one off the list. That don't look good either. NMR. So another one that's sitting right there on the. Here's one. This is a Harlan one here. One for anybody. Look at that. November, $12. February, we had 60, and then that's what I'm saying. You can't hold forever because you just want to trade them. You don't want to marry them. And then you're back. Now we're sitting right here at the 200 on it. I mean, online, yeah, Harlan. We have a room and stuff like that. Honestly, I do a lot of stuff by myself. I just download some, but you're welcome to join. Yeah, I love. It's tough to talk to people in person. That's what I like. I started up a thing here to talk to a monthly stock meetup and just talk stocks, go over ideas. Hey, I saw this. I think this is that. I bought this. I may buy some. Do you want to buy some, or what do you think? Like that kind of thing. And one person showed up, and then nobody showed up, and then I showed up twice. Nobody showed up, and then I was like, all right, well, somebody shows up, then they can let me know. And then people was like, hey, I'm here. How come you're not here? I'm like, so and then there'd be one person, and then I went for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and nobody, one or two people showed up. And then 3 weeks in a row, nobody came. I'm like, well, I'm not, going to come every week and, get all ready and prepared, and then nobody show up. But, I'm just saying, I would rather do like that, but it's tough to, or even in your social circle or, family, it's tough to, people want to talk stocks, but it's tough to, you can only do it for so long. They don't, really, I have a passion for it. So, but yeah, man, come on in the group. Didn't you want to put it in there? Just follow me on here. Let me put the link in. I do I don't have a Discord or anything like that, but I post some of my ideas here. I don't post everything, but you can always hit me up on the side there. You can go right to there, and then you can also direct message me there. That's a good way to do it. Create yourself an account, right? Just go there. You got to create your account first. But click the link and click follow up, and then it'll remind you to create an account. And then you can also message me on the side or directly. So, but we can talk stuff on the side. I mean, because during the day I'm not on the phone. I get alerts on my phone. I get so many. So sometimes on my computer I don't see things, but I'll see it on the phone, an alert about the ABC stock going down, XYZ stock going up that I may not have on my screens. And then so, but as far as talking or texting on the phone during the day, I don't do that while I'm working. Yeah, you can go do that now and create yourself a name or whatever, and then click follow me so I know who you are, and I'll follow you back, and we can go from there. I used to belong to groups and chat, Discord chat and everything. We had a couple hundred people in there, but people got okay, I'd say, okay, I'm long XYZ stock at $5, and okay. And people, well, are you out of XYZ stock? I'm like, yeah, I got out 20 minutes ago. How come you didn't tell us? I'm like, I'll tell you. I mean, and this was a free thing. Nobody's getting paid. Nobody's paying to be there. It's a free thing for everybody. And I'm like, I don't know. I got out because I saw something else that said it was going against me. I just hopped out and got into something, So it got to be, I mean, you're not really trading in this and that. And I'm like, man, I don't need none of this. And so, like, as far as that, I don't like, like people or places like that, man. You want to ask me something and I'll tell you, I have no problem with that at all. I saw the Beard. What's this new channel he created a while back? I was cracking up, man. This Beard apparently a cracker beard. That's it. I didn't know he had created that channel, and I typed in to see if y'all were live the other day. I remember the other night, I don't know, Wednesday or Thursday, and see if y'all were doing any live auctions. And the cracker beard came up, and I was rolling, man. That was funny. Excuse me. Doggy coin going back up, man. A little bit off the bottom here. I'm just letting my last ride because I'm down to 1,500. And actually, I sold some more there. I'm down to 1,395 is how many I got left. And I'm still up. That's at the current price at 2,875%. Isn't that nuts? Have you, so you said you're with Fidelity, right? Do you have Robinhood or any other broker or just Fidelity? And are you approved for options at all? And have you ever traded an option? So I'll give you time to answer those questions. I guess you're filling out your, whatchamacallit now. Oh wow. Sport card shows. Yeah, I'm getting tired too. I'm just ready to relax and watch a little TV. So did you get any good ones, man? I never thought the sports cards would have came back. I sold all mine at a estate sale I had a few years ago, and dude, I had tens of thousands. I'm not kidding you. I mean, good ones. Lots of them in mint condition. Very near mint. I mean, just let them go for literally thousands of pennies on the dollar. I even got brand new packs, man. I got like Score. I know it's not top, but some of the ones I didn't really like, I still got some Score. I got some tops unopened. I mean, from the 80s and early 90s, unopened boxes and cases, and case packs. I said, man, you have to get me on there on your auction shows one night, man. I'll get a bunch of stuff together and see if we can get on there, man. 'Cause I got a bunch of stuff I need to get rid of, like that, and I still got your Michael Jordans you gave me, man. I've been holding on to them. I wanted to sell one or two, but I don't want to hold some. But also I want to strike while the iron's hot. See, that's my there's lots of auctions around here, but one of my favorite auctions I went to around here when the COVID hit, just as everybody, they quit doing in-person auctions, thinking they'd come back. And he said he's not going to go back to online auctions. We can go back there now, in other words, like according to the rules, but he's just not, he's doing all online now. So it sucks. I love that, man. I used to go there and get so many great deals, man. This stuff, people didn't know what it was, and I get it for $2 or $3 and sell it for 200. I mean, whatever. I mean, it was just all kinds of stuff. Not everything was like that, but I mean a lot. And so he's doing better online. Good for him. But it just sucks that you go to them auctions and I know them Jordan cards are hot. You go to them auctions and seeing people and acquaintances, auction friends you don't see once a week, once a month, and you know, that kind of thing. You know, I miss that, man. But you and Scott go up there this morning to the Nashville show, to the sports card? Oh, it's good. I wish, what was I going to say? I'll show you. I don't know. Here, I want to show you something. 6 months. This is a list of the sectors that are a list of the sectors, kind of what's going on in every one. You can go in there and search for which ones are hot and which ones aren't. And let's see. Oh, Scott's up in New York. Found a big bolo up there in NYC. Check that out there, man. Yeah, that's from the chasing product. I mean, he's got found out about a deal up there is what I mean, you know. And that's cool. Yeah, man. Dude, and you know, obviously you do it too. But I guess at a different scale, whatever. I mean, he, you know, want to do all that and go everywhere, all over the country for it. And, you know, obviously does very well. And that's his jam, that's his deal, and that's awesome, man. You know, obviously, like what I'm doing here, you know, I don't have to go anywhere. But, you know, and I do pretty well myself. But I love the auction hunt. Like, you always love, like, the thrill of the hunts so much better than, like, even selling it, really. Like, obviously, sell it to, you know, get your money, but you know, when you buy it, like, hey, yeah, buddy, I just got this for $10, and it's, you know, I'm gonna sell it for $150. Like, that's the fun, you know. And obviously the same thing with him, he's getting things. Looking at, yeah. So check on. Did you add it? I mean, okay, let me see. Did you add me there? Or let me see there. You already got HIMX on your watch list. Look at you go. Yes, sir. HIMX, baby. You see me? I just followed me back there, and I guess you should. I should get one back from you. I don't know why they. I'll have to change that for next time. I think the reason that we were talking earlier that when I pulled my other screen and pulled a browser over, it wasn't capturing it because I said specifically eSignal, which is this application right here you see on the screen. Because it was getting other things on the side that like were behind it and things, so that's why I think I went to specifically to this because this is what I want people to see. But I'll have to go back to screen capture so that way I can drag stuff over from the other screen and people can see it. Yeah, man, just be careful on there. There's a lot of people that pump and dump and just talk nonsense that don't know what the hell they're doing. So, obviously know me. I mean, when I say something like I'm doing XYZ, well, I'm doing XYZ. I'm not saying that so you do the opposite. And, people will pump it, oh, go in on this, and then, they have ulterior motives. So just understand that, man, that, not everything is what it seems. You have to be careful. I mean, like the owner, he's the founder. He's not the CEO no more, but Howard Lenzon, follow him. I'll give you some good, a couple good follows from, people a lot more knowledgeable than I am. And, when they post, you get an alert and stuff. But yeah, there's a way to direct message me on there, as you know. Wait, you didn't follow me yet. What's up with that? I already followed you, man. Come on, Harlan. What's up, buddy? I mean, I'm just a little fish. I only got like 1,300 followers on here. But I got a room on here, and we chat sometimes in there, but I get so many spam bots. I try to get the chat flow going, but it's not like where you can kind of just go back and forth. You have to like post a new thing in a new thread. It's under my rooms. If you look, I'm the number 2 featured room on StockTwist. I have 127,000 people in my room. And no joke. Look at this MVIS. I mean, the people just all night just talking. They're waiting. This thing could go just based on that, man. I'm telling you. I go off of technicals mostly, and everything plays a role, fundamentals, and all that. So, I mean, with this much excitement, some people can be buying it. I'm gonna try to be running it up early on Monday morning. I don't know about. Have you ever heard of Webull, Harlan? I'm thinking about signing up with them. Again, I got several brokerages, but I told you I can't trade till 7 now, so I want to have one where I can trade at 4. Well, when I get up early and see something that's been like on a weekend, and then running that way, capture it early Monday morning. Get up and make 1,000, and go back to bed, and then 9:30 get up and make your other regular trades, and 9:45 you can go do what you want to do. Yeah, I would too. I'd sell too if I was you. When you get a little pop above 20, that's what I'd be looking for. A nice move above 20. Because once we clear 20 and it closes and holds above there, like tomorrow, at least if we hold above 20, that's definitely bullish. And if for some reason you get back up there towards, that 22.50, 24 area, I mean, this thing is, ripe and ready to go. So that's kind of where I'm at on it, man. I'm actually in from, way down here at, $1 area. That's awesome, brother. I'm happy for you, man. I'm proud of you, dude. I mean, that's great. Have you, I've never seen any advertisement from that I know of. Back to auction, have you talked to, what's his name? He's on your channel quite a few times. I know him. I talk with him on email and on YouTube sometimes. He'll leave a comment. Or I'll leave a comment on his video because I don't do many. And then we'll write back and forth on there. David, no. He's from Georgia. Does a lot of Ross and Burlington Coat Factory, like arbitrage. Will go in there and buy like shoes and stuff. And things from clothing from like Ross stores and then resell it. What's his name, man? I can't think of his name. Dave? It is Saturday night, so I guess that's why, don't get too many viewers here tonight. Because, when I went live, obviously everybody that's a subscriber got an alert. I guess they got to click the bell notification. Although I'm looking at it right now, and I don't see the bell notification on mine. Like I'm looking at my live stream on YouTube, or maybe it doesn't show up since I'm the one streaming out. Obviously, I guess that's probably why. Oh, May 8th. I thought it was tonight. Oh, okay. Okay, it's May the 8th. All right. But anyway, yeah. But Tesla earnings are on Monday after the bell. I'm going to see what the options market and how everything's looking. But we had talked about it before. But if you have a good report, man, this thing, you can see 800, 850, maybe go back to 9 again. Who knows? Or we could take a dump, go back to 500. Anything's possible with Tesla. Tesla's a wild one, man. Well, Harlan, brother, I really enjoyed it, man. I'm going to stick around if you want to. I don't care. You said you're tired. You got up early. Oh, you ready to sell your Dogecoin? What, did it just pop again? Just went to, that's at 28. Just went to 28. Watch out. Yep, Dogecoin just went to 28. I tell you, man, you won't be here. And moderator. Here we go, Harlan. Here we go. Thank you, Harlan. You should refresh your page there. There we go. All right, you ready to go to bed? Yep, I'm gonna relax and chill out a little bit too, man. I appreciate you coming in, man. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, come on in anytime, or email me. You got my email. Use that Stocks Unhinged email at gmail.com, and the Stock Twitch thing. Did you follow me yet? Yeah, you did. Okay, you did follow me. All right, appreciate that. I don't know why I didn't get the alert there. That was weird. Huh. All right, brother. I will see you later, man. I appreciate it. Take care, Harlan, and like I said, keep in touch, man, okay? I'll catch up with you next time, buddy. See you guys later. Thank you. Oh, what's that? See ya. Oh, you got the wrench. Check that out. Thank you, Harlan.